Howdy dowdy, everyone. Yes, all the spooky noises with control in the background. Yeah, we're starting a little bit early. Lauren's not home. I don't really have anything else to do. Work's basically done. And I was like, you know what? I skimped yesterday because we had some birthday stuff to do. So I was like, why not get a little bit extra control in? And besides, if I feel tired by 9, I can just say, well, hey, I streamed for 3 hours. You guys got to see Control, and now I gotta go to bed. Lauren would love that. Oh, hi, Mark. How are you doing, Justin? And you, Shadow, and you, Jackie. I, for one, am doing all right. Glad to have the workday over. I was just feeling so tired. Like, staring at the screen all day, and my eyes were just like, ugh. Hurting. But I slept weird and then woke up weird. I think I actually snoozed my alarm the first time it went off because I woke up 10 minutes later, or my alarm went off 10 minutes later. It was weird. Better than you have been? Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you've been feeling better. You are well, trying to learn how a wizard works in case you ever get to play this character idea. Like D&D wizard? Ooh, playing Midnight Suns. Now that you have 2 monitors, that makes it easier. Withered. There you go, Engel. I got you, buddy. Oh, there's so much coming down the pipeline lately, and I'm so very excited. And I just want to say, oh, you know what I should do real quick? Okay, hold on. Oh, gosh darn it. I knew there was something I was forgetting on Saturday. I had so much that ended up happening on Saturday, it wasn't even funny. I was like, this weekend is so open, and I'm just gonna have a good time. And then everything happened. Whatever, that's close enough. I wanted to show you guys something real quick. Now that it is officially out. It was really just you and Primus. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry not too many people showed up. I hope you guys had a good time, though. What can I tie this through? I'll do it through music real quick. Anyway, so I think I mentioned a couple times recently that I was working on some models for a friend's game. Well, I may or may not have created this lock model here. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, yeah, Baka wasn't able to make it. Yeah, I did the runes and everything. You know what? I find the rest of this very funny, so I'm just going to keep playing it, so that way you guys can see what is coming in the Bloodline. Because this game is bonkers. Projectile-based firearms, by the way. And war crimes. Plenty of war crimes. I have not finished Control. We are going to be continuing Control today. Thank you, Jackie. To answer your question, though, hold on. Let me remember to fix some of my things before I forget. There we go. It does smell like barbecue. Oh my god, it looks so good, and I'm so happy with it. That's not even the finished render of the lock, mind you. That was just something that I gave to Milo to be like, hey, make sure this works and does what you want it to do. And he was like, yeah, that's perfect. So I was like, yeah, perfect. Ruins? Runes. Are you NES? Yes, runes. I cut the runes in. Oh, that's good that Matt stopped in. I hope he enjoyed it. Part of learning how a wizard works, apparently you didn't need the prepare ritual spells. You didn't need to no, anything that is a ritual you do not need to prepare, but if you want to cast it using a spell slot, you have to prepare. Thank you, Shadow. I appreciate that. But yes, I in Blender cut the runes in and everything like that. Did all that myself and set it up for Milo to be able to make the runes glow. Because we were talking over how exactly we wanted, or, well, we wanted. He asked us our opinion on lockpicking and how we thought it should be done. And I told him, you know, as much as I love the Skyrim style, I also really hate the Skyrim and Fallout 4 style. I much preferred the Oblivion style. And then I said you could do something similar to I forget what other game did it. Oh, Cyberpunk or GTA, where you've got like the scrolling letters or whatever, like when you're doing hacking. And from there, he took it and made it to where it was like a tumbler lock that rotated. And I suggested it be a magical lock that, you know, cycles through the runes. You have to select it as you go. And he was like, yo, I love that idea. Let's do it. So it was a fantastic collaboration. I'm so excited for it. I don't know, I feel like wizards are pretty straightforward, Jackie. I feel like, I mean, they are probably the most complex, but I also think they are one of the most straightforward at the same time, you know? Oblivion lockpicking was a goated idea with a slightly flawed execution, and you wish they had elaborated on it. Yes, me too. It was complicated enough to where it did require some skill, but you at least knew what you were doing. Unlike Oblivion or Fallout, where you're just kind of guessing anyway. Which, I mean, I guess also kind of makes sense in like, hey, how does lockpicking work? You kind of guess. But also at the same time, it really sucked and I hated it. Yeah, turn and press button until it breaks. I hate it end up breaking. All I get out of that, Justin, is chip at the end. I feel like it says chip. I don't know what it actually says, but I feel like it says chip. Hey, Sarah. It's good to see you. One sec, Jackie. How are you doing today? There we go. I don't, so those are just the basic, basic books. I don't know if it's any related at all to, Spelljammer. I would imagine it is. Oh, it says I love Cody in chat. That's adorable. I love you too, Justin. But frankly, I'm gonna come out and say it right now. Please don't buy any more Wizards of the Coast books right now. Don't give them your money. Don't support them in any way at all. Just don't. So, yeah, no worries. Lurk away as much as you need to. Good luck with the reading. But also, what are you reading? And I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty good. A lot of crazy life stuff going on right now and just trying to figure things out, but I'm doing well. Glad to hear you're doing pretty good too. No, Jackie, I'm sorry. I don't understand what Yarg is, but you know, I'm sure bumming them off your current DM is gonna be fine. You know, the money's already spent there, so you don't have to worry about it. You know, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, I would love to watch Arcane again sometime. I feel like Lauren is gone this weekend. Do I have plans Saturday? Don't have plans Saturday. I don't think. Do I have plans Sunday? I don't think I have plans Sunday. I might be able to lounge around for an Arcane rewatch. But Jackie, wink, why would you have a peg leg and an eye patch, wink? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me, my friend. I don't know what you're winking, insinuating. Fiscal administration. I feel like I've asked you before what you were going to school for, and I want to say it has something to do with administration.
I should find the others.
Oh, that was really quick. Really simple. Okay. Apparently just destroyed that guy. You don't know what I'm winking? Well, it's, you know, that happens sometimes. Not sure when yet, just putting it out there. Okay. All right. Yeah, keep me apprised. I hate how frequently my my weekends tend to get filled up, but at the same time I love getting to do stuff. And I'm still trying to find more time to do a Brotherhood continuation from wherever we picked up. Yeah, no worries, Jackie. I'm always here to be, I guess, useless? However that works. Where am I? No, that's not the right way. It's changed a few times. It's public administration with a focus on financial management, so government finance stuff. Oh, you were gonna be so necessary. You're gonna find yourself a nice, cushy government job with great benefits and time off, and you are going to both love and hate life at the same time. I hope you're prepared. You know, I try my best to be a good influence, you know? Shadow earlier complimenting me on my beard, and all I can say is thank you, and I hope I influence you all to grow magnificent beards as well. That's the plan? Honestly, that's a good plan. I worked in city government for a little bit in IT, and yeah, they've got solid benefits and everything like that. They usually pay well. Oh, I get it. Dude is invisible. Really? Where's the pouch? Did I not get it? I don't know what happened to the pouch. You've had 4 people recently comment on how nice and red your beard looks, which before a few months ago, no one had ever brought up. Really? Did you, like, grow it out a little bit more, or just not trim it? Maybe I did pick it up. I don't know. It's your boy! Hey, Nightingale. How are you doing, buckaroo? I must have vaporized him, because... boy howdy, he was toast. You're going? Hopefully going well. What is going on? I'm trying to get my keyboard in a comfortable position, and there's like a little LED on button for my mouse pad because it's got an LED strip around the edge, and it keeps getting in my way. Nope, exactly the same as it's been forever, just suddenly people commenting on it being a nice red. I think it's like a reddish brown at best. Similar to mine, how mine's kind of red-brown. Must be all that Purina giving you a nice, healthy sheen to your coat. You know, you gotta eat healthy. I get that. Hey, Chips. Oh, no worries, buddy. Yeah, go get some bed. You know, go get some bed. Go get some rest. I apologize. I completely forgot to message you about some of my ideas. And now I've got to rethink about my ideas because they've kind of slipped my mind. So, we should get together sometime soon. I go get to bed? Okay, I will go get to bed. I think I clearly need it. I am having a time. Yeah, it's really hard to tell.
Old squad made of voracious.
All right, well, that was quick. Catch up in the morning. You may be up early enough to catch me at the end. You may be up early enough to catch me at the end of the stream. You're going to be up in 4 hours? God, I hope not. Hopefully I'll catch you at, like, dinner time, your time or something, man. Lord. Lord. What? Nightingale, why are you so hyped on sugar? Where'd you get so much sugar? Oh, I gotta go the other way. It will be like 4 hours because you've got a haircut appointment in 4 hours? Well, I guess that's fair. Okay, well, I plan on stopping in roughly 3 to 4 hours, so maybe. We'll see. Don't stay up too late, you hear? Good sleep hygiene. You cut your facial hair, wife who threatened to divorce you? Okay, maybe it wasn't that harsh, but she said some words. Wait, your wife wants you to have facial hair? I thought she didn't want you to have facial hair. Sugar store. You ate some Culver's custard with mint and brownie pieces. What's Culver's custard?
Just like Rish said.
Alright, next one's this way. Wait, isn't there something that I can get by floating around up here? I feel like there was something that I missed. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did come up here. Wait. Ah, there's something on the floor here. I knew I missed something. She doesn't want it. Threatened to divorce you if you didn't, but not really. Gotcha. Culver's mustard, yeah. You got a package this morning, a bunch of Celeste merch with a bit of Stardew Valley and the dog from the Twitter account. Can you pet the dog? I didn't know they had merch. That's amazing. You got all that in one package? I mean, it depends on the mustard, honestly. Guru Surfboard. Interview with custodian redacted after theft of A143. After touching the item, what did you experience? I experienced confidence, man. Cranked all the way up. I wanted to become somebody. An artist, a stock trader. How did these feelings manifest externally? Don't know. If I'd gotten out there to the city, I'd have done so many things, man. Made my fortune, gone out and owned the world. That was mine. I could have taken it all. Money, fame, women. You also experienced an increased sex drive? Yeah, man, increased everything. I've been cleaning stuff for you people long enough. I'm going out on a conquest. Would you say you're still under the effects of the object? Who the heck are you to keep me in here, man? I'm worth 4 of you, you suit-wearing pieces of crap. 20, man. Officer Johnny's in control, yep. You got a gift card, so you spend it all at once. What was the gift card for? Oh, I want to try some Culver's custard then. I'm redacted. Effing redacted. Remember that name, man. Anyway, so that's what happened to Officer Johnny. He then eventually got flashed by the men in black, and he's now an officer trapped in the 1960s in Los Santos. It's perfect, right? Can you get a hit of that surfboard? You need some motivation? I don't know. It sounds like it drove him kind of mad. That was not the button or the gun I thought I had out. Oh, dude, that's awesome. You got a gift card for 50 bucks to the website, too? How did you, like, why, where did you get all this stuff, anyway? And now we know the tale, all the backstory to Johnny Barron.
Stand a chance without HRAs.
Alright, and now to Black Rock Quarry. Where? The closest one. Quarry entrance? Perfect. That'll do it. Oh! Wait! Wait. Did I not get the notification? Also, thank you for the raid, Pajamas. How are you doing, my dude? Long time no see. There we go. How was Apex Legends? Were you playing with Bunny? You were totally playing with Bunny, weren't you? Oh, you heard it? There were just explosions happening? Wow. I think I need to get a new alert sound, something that's a little bit longer, so that way I can hear when people actually come to raid me. There we go. Let's go to executive and talk to Arish. Either that or I just need to turn down this game a little bit. It does feel a little loud. Okay, good. That still works. Thank you, Nightingale. But yeah, how are you doing, Pajamas? It's really good to see you. Oh, I love that pin, Jackie. That's so cool. Apex servers went down, you were playing, she hopped off early, and then you were solo queuing. Gotcha. How did all the solo queuing go? Did you win any games? 3 wins. Hell yeah. Oh, oh. Ah. Oh wait. It's on first. Then I gotta put this on. Oh god. All right, which colors, Nightingale? Which colors? Congrats on the 3 wins. Apex Legends was never my cup of tea. I was never that good at the Battle Royale games.
They're in there. We go around that way. No.
Mexico is the best color. All right, so we got Mexico, and then what else is Mexico's flag? I think it's green, red, and white, but we don't have green, so I could do yellow, red, and white. How's that?
Here are the pouches. I found 6.
Well, that's all of them. Not counting mine. Well, I guess I'll just have to wear all of them. It sounds sappy, I know, but... well, it's all I can think to do.
Nothing's easy with the Hith.
Yeah,
Is it
dude, you're
rude
welcome.
to ask what's inside? What's inside the pouches? Too late now.
You know, the story's confidential, but, well, I guess I can tell you, being the director and all. So, the Bureau had heard rumors of a werewolf gathering upstate every full moon. Us being rookies, they sent us to confirm it was bullshit.
Hold on, is he about to tell me werewolves are real?
Turns out, there was an altered item that was creating violent gravitational anomalies during full moons. Oh, man, we nearly bit it that night. Well, to remember the occasion, we all bought silver bullets to wear around our necks, just in case we ever ran into another werewolf.
So why did you leave the Rangers?
I thought I could do more good here. And somebody's got to protect the people who protect everybody else, right?
That makes a lot of sense. That's also adorable. Of course you would. Shadow already down bad for the werewolves. You've been tryharding for the last 8 months. You're getting okay at the game. I have a feeling you are far better than just okay at the game.
Go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
I feel like you are being humble. Thanks for the follow, Big Skinny Slim. I love your name, by the way. That's great. All right. So we're gonna go try the jukebox. I think that's the only other thing that we have to do that we haven't done yet. Werewolves, were-apes, were-panthers, were-lions. Shadow just wants to know where they are. Challenging expedition that grants rare rewards. Oh, and I have 6. Okay. Enemy weapon accuracy plus 25%. Yeah, let's do this expedition. They're in Autumnsville Book 3. Spoilers. How's the stream been? It's been going well. We've only been going for a little bit, but we're making quick progress on a couple of missions. We've redeemed a bunch of tiny hats, and we're having a good time. He's very tall and very thin. Sounds like my friend Justin from high school. Or not high school, college. Investigate and clear out the 4 island sites. Oh, okay. These things? I forgot you banned levitating, so that one didn't count. You're a $160 dripping wet and it's all muscle. Ever seen a wet paperback beat somebody up? Only after I have cried many tears. Yes, Justin, but not the Justin. Not this Justin here. You know, I am about a $160 right now. I don't know how tall you are, but... Where'd that guy in the chair go? Get up there. 6'6" and a $160? Oh my god, yeah, no wonder your name is Big Skinny Slim. Hey, Casey, how are you? Yeah, dude's not just tall, but also huge. How do I know when it's all done? You don't fit anywhere. Yeah, I can imagine. My buddy in college always complained about having to go to the big and tall stores, and like, I kind of get that because I have a long torso, so I tend to have a hard time finding shirts that fit properly. I can't imagine the hell you gotta go through. Oh, he's healing. Oh, is there... There is. Okay, I think that's all of them over here. You genuinely can't imagine being taller than this and you've seen a 7-foot man in real life. It's terrifying. Is that how people feel having to look up to you? Yes, that is probably exactly how people feel having to look up to you. I'm doing well, Casey, thank you. What drawing did you start? What are you working on right now? Bowler's legs? Is that the term for someone with long, lanky legs? Yeah, like, I have probably a 30 or a 29 length leg, and large shirts will oftentimes ride up if I raise my arms. So, like, I just have a crap time trying to find appropriately sized clothes and stuff. All right, I think it's been 5 minutes, but I'm gonna have to levitate to get out of here. If a noodle could walk and was slightly ripped, so you're just like a spiral noodle, right? Or like a bow tie? Ooh, you're doing Harbor? I can't wait to see how Harbor looks. You do such a great job. I love your art style. Honestly, people like us are probably how tailors stay in business, yeah. You're welcome, Casey. Are you gonna end up doing all the agents, or are you just doing the few that you really like? You wear 34, 32 pants. I just got down to a 34 waist, so I'm like 34-30, but sometimes 34-30 is a little bit long in the heel, so then other times I'm 34-29, but they don't really do 29s. Ah, I saw that coming. Your pants are usually 30 waist and 38 length if you can find them. Lord, you poor man. All 20 eventually, but you're starting with the ones you like. I think that's a great idea. You are going to see so much development, I think, by doing this, and the way that you've been doing it with the shading and the coloring, you're going to do a great job. Oh, Ingle, I totally know how you feel. I think at my heaviest, I was at about... Hold on, I'm gonna turn the audio down just a little bit. At my heaviest, I was about 190, 195, and I was wearing, I think, a 36 or a 38 waist, because I carried it all in my hips, all in my stomach. So the fact that I am now down to 34, I am just ecstatic. All right, you're mine. Oh god! Oh lord, I shot that right in my face. Oh boy. You were 205 last summer and 235 right now. 30 plus in a matter of months. No bueno. Yep, I feel that. I feel that. You genuinely hope people that struggle with weight stuff know that people like me struggle with weight maintenance. Genuinely could get super sick if you don't eat enough. It's expensive and gets out of hand quick. I can't imagine what that's like, having to eat so much. Like, I know I have, like, overeaten, but I'm to the point where, like, if I eat too much, my stomach feels like it's going to explode, and I can't keep eating. But I can imagine that, yeah, you've got to be always cold. Especially if you're still young. Hopefully it'll be easier to put on weight as you get older. Oh, Casey, I know you're going to improve, without a doubt. Yep, that's what happened, Shadow. Good job. Your power keeps flickering. I doubt that's Wizards of the Coast. They're not even smart enough to understand that they're killing their own IP. Or rather, Wizards understands, I hope, and who doesn't understand is...
Squad Captain Lopez, reporting an expedition.
Hasbro. Oh, there you are. Where's the other one? Who's left? Oh. I heard you, but where are you? Okay, I got 4 minutes to clean out 2 more. Oh, God. Oh, I keep resetting. You're almost 30, so you're hoping your metabolism just straight up stops the next couple of years. You will gladly rock a couple rolls. It's so funny because I know so many people who would love to have your metabolism and ability to not put on weight, but I also get the struggle. Like, being really thin is not that great. Wait, Hasbro owns Haribo gummies? I mean, haven't they already ruined the formula? You're glad you finished all your homework for today, and by finished you mean you were gonna do tomorrow? Wait, so you did more homework than you needed to? Is that what I'm hearing? You were a good boy, did more homework than you needed to? Wow, those guys just demolished me. Oh, you didn't do your homework. You just said, I don't need to do it today, so I will do it tomorrow. I get you. Oh, that's fair. I mean, I could imagine them doing that. I could imagine them buying the gummy bears because it sounds similar and they just want to get rid of it. It's the first day of the semester, and the fact that you have homework due tomorrow night is ridiculous anyway. Yeah, I was always disappointed when professors gave me homework on the first day of college. Fight for me. Please. Thank you. I just want someone else to be a bullet sponge real quick. Okay, let's get out of here. You're reading one of these and you were confused why some of it sounded familiar. It's stuff from Critical Role. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think there's a handful. Just imagine Hasbro gummy bears. Doesn't have the same ring. Hasbro gummy bears. No, it sounds just like something a kid would say. Not being able to understand the difference between Harbro and Hasbro. Oh, really? This is just gonna take forever, isn't it? Yep, I'm just gonna jump away from that guy. Oh boy. Really? There's another one? Okay, he's gone. He's off the edge. Maybe I don't have to worry about that guy. Oh boy. What are you making, Justin? What's for dinner tonight? Let me just get this guy and get out. Hey, Robin. You will use this wisely in your future endeavors. What are you using wisely? Did you get some secret arcane knowledge? Ah, what I have provided ye. Understood. Okay, I got 6 minutes to try and do that other one. Let's see if I can win this. Reheated some frozen homemade marinara, some wieners, made a garlic spread and put it over French bread and cut up veggies for a salad. Like hot dog wieners? Or do you mean like actual Italian sausages? Because now I'm just imagining you made this like very fancy Italian seeming meal and then you just threw in hot dogs. Spicy Italian sausage. Okay. I don't know. I kind of like the idea that you just threw in hot dogs to the end of it for kicks and giggles. You like calling them wieners. Nightingale and Shadow both agree with you. You're mine, help me out. Where'd that other guy go? You're also mine, help me out. Gonna beat you up a whole bunch. You can die. Oh boy.
Squad Captain Lopez, reporting on Expedition 17B. At the formation now, visually notice.
Who am I missing?
One arch has a light flashing.
There you are. Oh, are you kidding me? He still blows up when I'm trying to control him. That sucks. Oh, this is bad. That was very bad. That was very bad. Please go blow up your friend. Don't blow me up, I don't need that. Okay. Is that all of them? Nope. Oh, God. You kidding me? I had my shield up. You're right. Everything does come in waves of 3. I just hate that I have my shield up and the guy just goes bink right through my shield. What's the point of a shield if it doesn't protect me? I think I failed this one, guys. I think I failed this one. I have a minute left, and I don't think I can clear this expedition in a minute. Unless it has mercy on me, and we'll go into overtime if I am near it. Yeah, like the one time that I actually remember to use my shield, and it doesn't work. Looks like I need your solid play advice. Yeah, I think I do. I gotta learn how to just get good and do better. Mission failed. Okay. Nope. No overtime. No overtime. I could have had that last one, I think. But no, that's just not my luck today. What's this about? Please tell me this is good. Okay. Yep, all good there. The advice was solid, but time is a fickle mistress. It is indeed. All right, so I understand what the jukebox is now. And I think that is enough for me to go and talk to Emily. You know, get some actual story progression. All right, Justin, enjoy your Italian wieners. Take care, my dude.
From the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal it can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
You don't know what time is a fickle mistress means? An analysis of Hiss threat part 4. To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in Hiss behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communications between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer. How did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination? Refer to Redacted for a full report. Oh, part 3. I guess I missed that one. Yes, bad manners. Oh, BM. You just mean BM. I gotcha. Bad manners. Yup. It's a term used by the Ute these days. If we understand the hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed-upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the hiss are referring to? Does the hiss believe humanity, possibly all of non-hiss life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words, though, are through and time. Is this possibly the hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommended, is beyond idiotic. What do you mean, what is this early stream stuff? Dimwit, you're always telling me to start early, so I start early on a day that I don't even normally stream. I expect you to be here already. Maybe if you turned on notifications like everyone else, you'd actually be on time.
After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late? How is he? I need to know. He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present. I want to see him. My brother? Or is he? Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs. Okay, I need to go. Jesse, be careful. This data won't interpret itself.
You're right. Thank you. I was saying to Dimwit that if he wants me to check with him before I go live, then maybe he ought to fund my streams for me. Because if he funded them, then...
Director restored HRA production.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll check in with you before I go live. But right now, I'm the manager, and I am the producer. Hey, Mojo, it's so good to see you guys. How are you all doing? You think she's an alien cyborg? She could be. I'm a little concerned about who Emily Pope is, too. Aw, Kiwi, Mojo, it's so good to see you both. How was It Takes Two? Were you kicking each other's butts? No, that just means, you were one of the first some odd people to subscribe to my channel, which was probably because of Multi. Multi would gift subs all the time. And I went through and cleaned it out. I mean, if you don't want the #1 anymore, I can get rid of it. I can remove that. That's fine. How was your night going, guys? I'm glad to hear you were kicking each other's butts. That's the best way to play it. Multi and you would give subs all the time? I don't know about that. I seem to remember Multi doing it a whole lot. You're teasing each other in your sleep-deprivated state. Sounds like you guys are gonna get to bed soon, huh? Back in the good old days of the flying Timbit and Multi lunchbox. No, you both, back when people made us mods so we would stick around to cheer/gift subs more. True story. Aren't you glad that I only wanted you guys to stick around because you liked me, not just to get to gift subs and cheer bits and stuff? I mean, that's all right. Sometimes you just got to get some sleep in. I know. I apparently slept so well that I woke up more tired than when I went to bed, and I wanted to go back to sleep. But Control's going well. We're about to go talk to, I guess, our brother. Who'da thunk it? That's true. You guys did stop hanging out as soon as I got rid of the exercises. Funny thing is, I didn't get too much sleep. I went to bed at around 11:30, and apparently slept through my alarm at 7:30, which should have been about a solid 8 hours. Ooh. Ooh. Excuse me. God bless you and being a medical worker. I have so much respect for people who work in the medical field because it is so very unforgiving. So, kudos to you. Always good to have you here to harass me, Dimwit. Thanks for stopping by again, bud. Have a fun trip to Geonosis. Dr. Darling has personally recommended Miss Pope for a promotion based on her work ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing research matters. See research reports redacted for breakthroughs resulting from her work. According to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and a quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She is professional and diligent, though some of her coworkers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves this recommendation and promotes Miss Pope to position of research specialist. Good job, Emily Pope. Okay, so this is the upper level. Where's the containment? The radio. Not in here. Not over here. Over here? Hey, here it is.
You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted as mirror. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been a near you. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red.
It's a lot of work for sure. You're a student right now, so you have homework and shifts. It's crazy. Oh, God. When I was in college, we had a nursing program, and I was impressed with the amount of work that nurses had to go through. All the simulations, all the homework, all the lectures and studying, like everything, all on top of also having to work. It was their life, is their life. So, mad props to you.
We build each other's nothing remains. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can you
but
hear
yellow
me?
and red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here.
By the door.
I found you.
Surface into the wet. You've always been a near you. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know who you are?
No, it definitely isn't.
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Excuse me.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please? Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
Dylan isn't
It
here
feels
right
good
now.
To say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no.
You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
Yeah, no worries, Mojo. Have a good night. Y'all take care. Enjoy dinner. And hopefully we will see you next time. I am going to enjoy this story for sure.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan,
I'm enthralled.
can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
No worries,
Sure.
Kiwi. Thanks for stopping by. Have a
The
good
hell
night.
was that?
Stay safe tomorrow.
Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time.
I'm sorry, is he telling me that Jesse is actually the gender bend of Dylan? I've met a Dylan that is a girl before. Good night, Kiwi. Thanks again for stopping by. Thank you guys for the raid. I appreciate you. Guys, if you haven't already, you should totally follow Mojo and hang out with them while they are playing some awesome games like It Takes Two. What's the command I'm doing? Another opportunity there for you. Yeah, I've met some girls with some interesting choice first names. I've also met some guys with some very interesting choice first names, but working in the medical field will introduce you to a lot of very strange names. But yeah, so is Dylan like the split of, or is Jesse the split of Dylan, or Dylan the split of Jesse? Like when Polaris went into the single child's body or whatever, it split them in two or something. I wonder if that's how it's gonna go.
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way, forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office and something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
You are a worm through time.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
I'm wondering how much I can actually get out of these interactions.
I just had an interesting dream.
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Guess
Hey,
I'm gonna
monkey.
get.
That's
In
my
my
brother. I will not
dream,
kill him.
The hiss had broken free of this prison, this house.
Actually, I think he might be me.
I'd set it free. And the president
kill the hiss with fire?
himself
Fair,
was
fair,
there
fair.
to welcome us.
That I would happily
He
do.
was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay, thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long
I've
as
only
I'm
unlocked
alive.
one of her outfits.
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Dor said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them.
Heck.
I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you.
Is this farther than where you've gotten? Really? You haven't gotten to talk to Dylan before? Reminds you of this text game you played called Slouching Towards Bedlam. It was about this infection that's spread by verbal communication. One of the endings has you spread it across the radio until the whole world is infected. Oh, interesting. That sounds like a very interesting game. Almost as far. Okay. Yeah, this is the first time I'm talking to him. I'm just
Here we
seeing
go again.
how much dialogue
Once
he's
more
got.
with feeling.
Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now! I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay, Dylan. That's good.
Is he still in there? Or
Yeah.
is this the hiss playing
Yeah, it
mind
sounds like he
games?
was the camera. That's interesting.
I don't know.
Through a mirror, the inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door.
And that's it. That's all the dialogue that I can exhaust from him. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen anything that has told me how to do all the outfits. I've only found one. The one about the cop sounded like Alan Wake. I don't remember if Alan Wake wrote about as a cop or not, but he did mention someone named Mr. Door, who I think was in the Alan Wake universe, if I remember correctly.
How are you doing, Jesse? It can't be easy seeing Dylan like this. I'm fine. What can you tell me? Is he still human?
Or is he his?
I've taken numerous tissue samples and have tests running as we speak, but from the initial data, he looks healthy. I only see corruption in a superficial way. What does that mean? I don't know. This is all new, but if he's like you, maybe Polaris is preventing total hiss takeover. Or maybe this is just a new form of hiss. We've already seen how it affects people in different ways. Dylan told me he let the hiss in. Does that change anything? Voluntary conversion. I mean, hypothetically, that could affect the mental state post-corruption, as well as the extent of biological alteration. But again, this is new territory for me. I'll need time. You won't have it. I'm gonna shut down the slide projector. That's how the hiss are getting in. Once I close it, this should all be over. Jesse, we don't know how this works. If you sever their connection to the source, it could cause a terminal chain reaction. Every Hiss-corrupted individual dead.
Better that than what Dylan is now.
I'm shutting it down. This has to end. Whatever happens, happens. Okay, just let me know how I can help. Thank you, Emily.
Yeah, I got her golden suit, but I am not familiar with how to get any of the other ones. Get anything else for me?
Hi, Jesse.
Oh, are these new?
I've been seeing these Darling presentations all over. Seems like he enjoys the limelight.
So you noticed, huh? When he recruited me out of college, he actually came to visit. He interrupted my physics course by shouting, not quite, Professor, and then marching down to the front of the class where he proceeded to berate the very idea of laws of thermodynamics. Hey, he's been a showboat all his life.
Darling visited you in college?
Yeah, he read a paper I'd published, came to recruit me for the Bureau. I accepted and then spent years waiting for access to the confidential research that Darling promised me. And whenever I ask about my access level, he just mumbles that it's temporarily postponed and then changes the subject.
I'll be sure to pay attention to the lockers
entropy
then.
on luck.
I wonder who else Darling hid his work from. Marshall? Trench? Have you learned anything about Dylan's condition?
Only that he's definitely Hiss, but I guess his chanting made that pretty obvious. You know, interestingly, the words of the Hiss incantation have an average length of
I probably
4
won't look
letters.
at the link
most
just
common
because
word used 7 times is want.
I don't
The
want
next most common are
spoilers or
through
anything.
And time. It's very interesting, don't you think?
I don't care about the words. What about my brother?
Right. Sorry, I got a little off track. Well, strangely, his tissue samples all look healthy, unlike the other Hiss I've tested.
That's good news. Right?
Hmm.
I wanted to talk to you about the crazy things I can do. My abilities. I get the sense that they're not very usual around here.
Well, usual and unusual aren't really benchmarks at the Bureau, but for some perspective, Director Northmore once used the floppy disk to send a bowling ball 6 yards through the air, and that was considered a huge deal. So compared to that, you are most certainly an outlier.
An outlier. I like the sound of that. I should get going.
Don't let me hold you up.
Okay.
It's lost. Christ.
He's got something
Yeah,
for
put
me.
extra security on your brother. No offense, but that dude is the scariest motherfucker I have ever laid eyes on.
I mean, we're all outliers here.
Like I said, though, no offense.
Feel like all these are new as well.
What's the deal with BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Alright, that's a good one, Ingle.
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be?
No offense, but you, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, are the scariest thing in the world.
You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
An out truth teller.
Often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
I wonder what the medical definition of cognitive collapse is.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. The lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it?
Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
So where do you get your water from?
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. Stay sharp, Fate.
Thanks, Arish. I didn't think I really cared about you too much before, but you're pretty good. I like you now. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. That one. The elemental plane of water. I feel like I've missed something drastic then in the quarry, if that's the case, Monkey. Okay, so you need better weapon upgrades. I probably need to upgrade my my weapons some more too. Redacted. I'll give you that one, Shadow. That was pretty good. All right, damage boost. I'll take it. And levitation ammo efficiency. Ooh, a jukebox token. With charge, I can do that. Nope, not the containment, not maintenance, not research, not mold hosts, not maintenance. I don't want to have to do it in a specific place. I just want to be able to do it. I have a feeling that'll be for the shatter service weapon, so I don't want to do that one. Kill hiss warped. I'll take it. Jackie, what are you talking about? Whole new way to get your... You know, I was about to say a whole new way to get your black rocks off because it's the black rock quarry, but then I realized that it was going to sound incredibly suspicious and potentially racist. So I stopped myself. I could never ignore Ziggy DMs. Are you kidding me? ground pound or ground slam might actually be pretty good. Thank goodness I didn't then explain my questionable thoughts. Look, it to me it made sense for the pun, and then I realized how bad it was gonna sound, so I stopped myself because I don't want to offend anyone like that. No. I'll offend someone if I'm like, yeah, fish are gross and I'll never eat it. And anyone who eats fish are stinky, like that's fine. But on a racial thing, no. Ground slam is good. I'm debating between getting more energy or ground slam. And I feel like more energy might be winning it out. Yeah, I'm gonna go with more energy for now. Astral constructs. Weapon forms. I'm a better Canadian than you. Wait, I can upgrade it again? Oh, no, that's just for the final mod slot. Okay, I was about to say, hold on a second. I thought I'd already had all three. I mean, it all depends on the circumstances of the offense, I suppose. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna build my character how I want. And I use throw so much, I need better energy. I don't really use grip that often, but maybe I should. I'll hold off for now. What's it take to upgrade shifting fragments, which I don't have yet. But I could build those. Health and energy were your first upgrades, so you get it. Did I finish upgrading health all the way? I did. Okay. Yup. Yeah, after dying so quickly before, I was like, health is definitely something I need. Now I'm going for a lot of energy, but launch was the first thing I upgraded just because of how powerful it is. But I may go with ground slam because I do levitate an awful lot. Okay, now I've got level 6, so I can actually go to some of these other places. Drill, the best way to get energy is by getting enough sleep. It is important to reset your body for the right amount of time. Meanwhile, you over here staying up till midnight or later on nights where you need to wake up at 6:30. Yeah, but Nightingale, you're still young and your body will bounce back. It's not like you're severely depriving your brain of the rest and developmental energy that it needs to function and develop. That's absurd. Ooh, that's actually really, really smart. Using it for targeted landing. I like how even these guys who are supposed to be able to, like, dodge all my telekinetic abilities are just getting destroyed. Did I get that one? I did. Okay. My God, all I need is my ability to blow people up. This is great. I don't know what that guy was expecting. Oh, locate the mirror in Synchronicity Lab. Yes, I can throw 3 objects at once now. I just find it easier to grab one at a time most times. A second and a half of combat music. It's like in...
New prime candidates. The Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
Case files. What is the case file I picked up? Mirror supplement. Oh, you started the DLC by mistake. Yeah, I heard that one of the DLCs you can start before the end of the game, and one of them you can only start after the end of the game, but they don't really spoil anything during the game. So I don't even know where the other DLC is. She was redacted, a huge line of redacted. She was admitted to a mental ward for emotional instability soon after relocating to Illinois with her family in 1914. The item only appears on record again in 2006 when the Bureau investigated a sudden rise in disappearances in redacted Illinois. Agents found the item hanging in the local library. They contained it quickly, though the missing people of the town were never recovered. Supplementary materials date August 18, 1915. We certify that the case of Mrs. Redacted has shown her to be a lunatic under the reasons of hysteria, bad company, and imaginary female trouble. Her fixation with the family looking glass is noteworthy, though not an uncommon matter when considering the female disposition. Mrs. Carver is a fit subject for the lunatic asylum and will remain in its confines until her affliction has passed. Wow. The amount that healthcare has changed in a little over 100 years. They used to... Being female was an ailment. Wow. That's messed up.
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6. Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents. They're gone. Casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family. My daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are 2, P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
Dang. Dude's had it rough. Feel a little bad for the old director. Dead Ends and Disappointments is going to be a great chapter name in your Fallout campaign. I can't wait to read the write-up. All right, who wants to mess with me now? Whoa, this room's getting trippy. God, that's messing with my mind just looking over there. You like to do cool sounding chapter names that are a spoiler for what's about to happen if the players can figure out what it means. Ooh. The 8-ball hiss? I don't remember one of them being called 8-ball. A new dawn, which they thought was a rekindling of friendship with a powerful ally turned enemy, but it was a nuke going off. Yep, that'll do it. Hey, I think I found that mannequin. Oh, that 8-ball
The only
thingy.
thing creepier than one mannequin is a few dozen of the damn things.
Wait, was that it? Missions. Cleanse the mannequin. Okay, so I have to find the mannequin. Okay. Hey, Yokai, how you doing, buddy? Oldest house, go home, you're drunk. Oh. Control is going great.
No more mannequins.
I highly recommend that you play it. I would say don't even watch what I'm doing right now and just go play it, because it is worth it to not be spoiled. This game is incredible. You think Cannibals of Rust was another good one? They had been fighting robots, ended up meeting people that would repurpose the dead robots to cyborg themselves up. Ooh, that is a good one. Substratus Solstice was the nuclear winter. That makes sense. You have it on PC, PS5, and PS4. That's how you know it's good. That is how you know it is good. So it's a waste mannequin with a head. No known procedures for preventing the item's effect. Lining the item cell with the newly discovered black rock has yielded positive results. Test with other altered items. A wire and fabric waste mannequin. The base and head are made of stained wood. The item duplicates. The trigger for this behavior is unknown, nor no correlation can be found in either the number of duplications that manifest during an episode or the duration for which they last before disappearing. If your party didn't piss around so much, you would also get chapter titles? I feel like chapter titles would be a really fun way to organize RPGs. But yeah, I feel like all the parties I've ever DM'd for are Bright Falls supplement. Oh my god, it's about Alan Wake. All the parties I've ever DM'd for, they just go all over the place. There's no containing them. There's no way to do proper chapter titles, in my opinion. Everything on your PC is smooth now? Like, better than it was before smooth? Is that what I'm hearing? Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed signs of severe mental trauma in the form of redacted memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she had been trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing after the Bright Falls event are FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale and Dr. Emil Hartman, refer to the Creator's Dilemma and the file the Cauldron Lake Lodge. Bureau researchers believe this event was the result of a forceful perception of subjective reality stemming from Mr. Wake overlapping on our own. Wake has been flagged as potential para-utilitarian. See Prime Candidate Program file for more details. In 2011, a book by Clay Stewart titled The Alan Wake Files was published by Roundabout Press, New York and Olympia. Agents interviewed Clay Stewart and suspected minor para-utilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. A monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. Oh my god. That is the first big, like, jump into Alan Wake that we have yet to hear. And now I really want to play Alan Wake again. Once the remastered version comes off of the Epic store, I'm gonna pick it up on Steam, because screw Epic. We gotta get me in as a guest character at some point. Yeah, we do. I keep forgetting about that. I've got quite a few different D&D campaigns and stuff going on soon, so give me like a month or two and we will totally do it. Hi Matt, how's it going? How was The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past? How are you enjoying that? Are you doing a randomizer? Very excited for the upcoming sessions. Got to kill an invisible monster and you're praying invisibility works the way we think it is. Or the way you think it does. It can always be changed by the DM, so good luck. Heavy Petting Zoo was for when they went hunting in an animal sanctuary of sorts. There was a death claw in there, and they were the animals being pet. Oh, they were sent in as food. Key Sanity Randomizer. Dude, that sounds awesome. How is it? How are you enjoying it? Yeah, honestly, Monkey, I should probably reformat my operating system as well sometime soon. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. It's really fun, challenging. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're getting a good challenge out of it. I know A Link to the Past is one of your favorite ones. Yeah, well, Jackie, you should be afraid. Fighting anything that's invisible is not a good time, so you should be very afraid. Also, real quick, thank you so much, Matt, for the raid and bringing your community over here. I really do appreciate it. I know we share similar communities, but I love having you and the people that love watching you to come in and hang out with me. It's always a good time. Your community is wonderful, and I adore them. So if anyone here is new and doesn't know who I am, I'm Drillian. Otherwise, you can call me Cody. I do a lot of story games very similar to Matt. I know he recently played Control, and he's the reason why I'm playing Control, because he told me it was worth it. So here we are, playing Control, and I'm in love with it. I am absolutely in love with this game. It's A Link to the Past. What is SM? I don't know if I know what SM is. Super Metroid. How is it Super Metroid stuck together? You can do that? You can do two different games like that together? What? Takes all the items in both games and mixes them all together. Keys from Link to the Past and Super Metroid and vice versa. Oh. So do you have to like switch between games to unlock them, or does it at certain points just like swap you yourself so that way you just like follow a line or a table? Interesting. That's super cool. I feel like I've never heard of something like that before, but that is really, really neat. Closed cases. All right, let's open this door. Sadomasochism. Yup. Out of all the people to tell me that, it does not surprise me that it's Shadow. Bright Falls summary. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake, Washington, resulted in a fictional story written by the author Alan Wake creating an AWE in which reality was altered to match that of the story, though only locally and for a limited time. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigations, was alerted on September 13th, 2010 by ex-Bureau agent Frank Breaker, see redacted, that an AWE event was taking place in Bright Falls, Washington, referred to events investigated in 1970, 76, and 78. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Alan Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Breaker's daughter, Sarah, who is the current sheriff of Bright Falls. Oh! A Bureau field team arrived on the site 2 days later, only to confirm that the event was over. Interviews were conducted, referred to the 1970 redacted Thomas Zane, 1976 and 1978, Odin Anderson and Tor Anderson. Alan Wake was believed to redacted instigator. Eyewitness reports highlight an old light switch, possible object of power, that redacted missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports claim he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in the search. Yeah, no worries, Jackie. You go get some rest. That is mighty important. Have a good day at school tomorrow. Take care of yourself. I will chat with you later. And we will also be live tomorrow with more Control if I don't beat it tonight. I don't know how far into this game I am. I don't know how much more I have. I imagine I've got quite a few hours more, but that's what we're going to do. Now that you know action rolls are a thing in D&D, there's less of a chance your busy half-elf, your busty half-elf sorcerer is fighting topless again. On a side note, she did distract the guards for 3 rounds in other people's turns, and the paladin and rogue and a warrior. I'm sorry, what happened? Yes, Jackie, we totally should. Welcome to some DLC information. Oh, this is DLC information. Oh, I was wondering when I would hear more about this, because there's been like a few small tidbits that are like, oh, this is from Alan Wake, but nothing that's been like, yo, this is straight up Alan Wake. I'm gonna listen to that here, because I like the full screen.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You
Have a good night, Matt.
can't
Thanks for
ace
hanging out.
Every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains can lift objects, like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? No interruptions!
He does have a doll face on his head, yes.
If you fail your clairvoyance test, maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
It's just an office chair. It is big compared to her, though.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair? Everyone wants the big chair, Meg!
That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Oh boy. That is all sorts of messed up. Okay, so you had to distract the guards. Elf took her top off to do so. It worked. They decided you could attack or put her top back on for your turn, but not both. So you chose attack. Heck yeah, free straps. So, action rolls. I'm not familiar with that term in D&D. Are you talking 5e? 5th edition? Oh no. The save glitch might be happening again, yeah. I don't know how long it's been doing that. It started mid-video. Well, surprisingly, I was able to fast travel. I mean, usually donning or doffing a piece of clothes would be an action and could take multiple seconds depending on what the piece of clothing is. But a shirt, I mean, most people could put a shirt on in 10 seconds. There's the crash. Okay, so it's not when I'm in one area, but it's when I leave an area. Good to know. So for the sake of letting you just put your clothes back on, I would be like, yeah, that could be a bonus action or a free action. But yeah, that would probably at least be an action. If it was 10 years ago, it might have been 4th edition. Leaving the top off did work. That's very true. That's very true. But I mean, technically, depending on the type of top, he wouldn't have even had to have removed the whole thing. He could have just lifted it up and then dropped it back down. Just flash him. Like, that's all you need. I don't think it was an often thing. No worries, Jackie. Have a good night. You don't do half measures. Oh. Oh, I think Pierce aimed fire boost. I think I might be okay. Oh, the glitch. Gotcha. Yeah, it's weird that it happens to me too. I wonder if I'm just like too quick or something? Like if I'm clicking around too quickly? I don't know. Plus you did not think of that. Hindsight, 2020, man. Hey, K-Smack, how are you doing, handsome?
On your list is now back in the Panopticon, safe and sound.
Top 4, dude, hell yeah, that's
a load
awesome.
off my mind.
Who else was in the top
Missing
4?
altered items don't exactly reflect well on me, you know. Did they give you any trouble?
The weird
The
save
flamingo
glitch.
pulled me into the astral plane just like the fridge did. That same creature was there.
I was looking over the old activity reports, and multiple items have been displaying much more destructive behavior in the past few weeks. There's some connection there, I bet, but that's a bit above my pay grade.
Well, something to keep an eye on.
And if I have any more runaways, I'll know just who to call.
I guess this is my life now.
Okay, sure.
I'll see you later, Langston.
You played today in 3 and O'd the guy. Dude, congrats. That's amazing. Who did you play? But yeah, Monkey, the glitch that I'm getting is it'll be a save glitch where sometimes it just has like a perpetual save circle and then it doesn't really save what I had done between the last time I saved and then. So then I have to like replay a whole bunch of stuff. Arrington TV or something. Okay, so not someone that I know or am familiar with. I don't know who Jorual is either. Who are the other 2 people that you're waiting on? I didn't realize that there were so many different people doing this. That's super cool. I'm proud of you for getting into the top 4. That's incredible. Oh, I don't know him either? Okay. Aw, Wid lost today? That sucks. Poor Wid. I hope he's doing okay. Is this the right way? Yeah, this is the right way. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Go make some food. Enjoy. I will talk to you a little bit later. Give everyone my love, man. Oh, I thought I unlocked that. No, nothing spawning, huh? Okay. Fine by me. Let's go into P6.
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things.
This another...
Finding the projector will.
That's a projector.
A new object of power, something we have not seen.
All right, let's read Dylan Faden, transcript of conversation, subject Dylan Faden for review by Dr. Darling. Subject was alone during this outburst. You again. Thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get the F out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore, and I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. F off. I will dig out my brains if it means getting rid of you. I don't want you here. Get the message. Subject repeated the phrase F off numerous times before being sedated. So he started going crazy because of, I assume, Polaris in his head.
Ordinary. So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6. And the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy, that's so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys.
No, that's not an excuse.
He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
Who is Roberts? I don't remember that name.
The boy, Dylan Faden. Prime candidate.
P6 victim autopsy. Agent killed during redacted involving redacted codename P6. Dylan Faden. Autopsy findings. Blunt force injuries to the head and neck. Extensive trauma of the abdominal region. Lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso. Fracture of the spinal cord between the L1 and L2 vertebrae. Avulsion fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs, left and right. Blunt force trauma, injuries of the extremities. Abrasions, lacerations, and contusions of the extremities. Dislocation of left and right elbow. Dislocation of left and right knee. Conclusion. After examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when the redacted was contorted through his redacted. So did he, like, pick the dude up and mind bend him? Is that what I'm learning here?
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
They've been tracking me. Shoved his head up his butt? That would be hilarious. I wish I could get a closer look at those papers. Candidate P7. Okay.
All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
I was a janitor somewhere. I got robbed. At a coffee shop, reading a book, petting a dog. Eating a sandwich, getting on a bus. Talking to someone. In a library. Jesse Faden, eastward movement, cause for concern. September 24th, 2019, departs Cheyenne, Wyoming. 24th arrives in Sydney, Nebraska? Nebraska. 25th departs Sydney, Nebraska. 26th arrives in Des Moines, Indiana? I think that's Indiana, because I think ID is Idaho. 9:30 departs Des Moines, Indiana. October 1st arrives in Chicago, Illinois. October 8th departs Chicago, Illinois. October 8th arrives in South Bend. No, that is Indiana. Is that Idaho then? What is IA? I thought Idaho was ID. IN is Indiana. I don't even know all my states. Apparently. October 11th departs South Bend, Indiana. October 11th arrives in Cleveland, Ohio. The 19th departs Cleveland, Ohio. Arrives in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania on October 20th. I've been there. Departs Bloomsburg on the 29th. She stays for roughly like a week and then arrives in New York City.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan, and other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like It had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe.
About as old as I am.
One or the other?
Maybe.
When was this?
I had a slide projector. What?
At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting? Into
Very
a hidden
leading
world,
questions.
Escaping and finding adventure there? Away from your parents?
I don't...
But it's not a courthouse.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
It's either a bureau psychologist that is trying to deter her from diving deeper, or it's just a really bad psychologist or psychiatrist. You're nearly done outlining basic gameplay and card types finally? I mean, that's true. Who doesn't fantasize about stepping into stuff like that? I mean, just watch Blue's Clues, for Pete's sake. Blue's Clues had so many kids thinking about doing that. Let's be real. That one. That levitation ammo, get rid of that one. That rate of fire, get rid of that there. Basic gameplay and card types. I am honestly fascinated that you were able to develop all this without even having played the game. Like, I feel like you'd have to have the game to kind of know what more to do, you know? But
They studied what happened in Ordinary here.
far be it for me to keep you
That's
from
the
doing
place
that.
to start looking.
Get riggedy wrecked. I mean, shoot, I remember as a kid fantasizing about, you know, being in a world of the books that I read and stuff like that. Hey, it's Ernal. How are you doing, buddy? Good morning. Federal Bureau of Control. Work chat. Dead dog. See your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. Yeah, like a straight up deceased dog. Had a collar on it and everything. Been rotting in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled. So don't go whining to me. I wish I got to watch a parade of human teeth. Can we make that a tail? Get riggedy wrecked? Sure. There you go. Trying to play Destiny 2. Other than that, doing all right. Uh-oh. He's trying to play Destiny 2. We all know he's lost now. The alias you set this command to be of, add quote, does not exist. Can I do add quote? Add quote. Your friend has been playing Destiny 2 for the past 11 hours? Did they come out with like a new expansion or something recently that so many people are getting back into it? Because I've heard of a lot of people trying to get back into Oh, I see. I see how that works. Okay. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted add tail. There we go. Why would you play trash Warframe when you have Warframe? You know what? Fair enough. Silly me for having even asked that. Uh-oh. Nightingale, you're just trying to set us up for this stuff, aren't you? Welcome back. A hollow sphere, stone-like material. Vitrified soil, redacted pieces of various size and colors. Animal carcass, possibly canine. Rusted metal bucket, leather wallet, aged shotgun cartridge. All materials go to the investigation sector for further analysis. Willow AWE. Interesting. Wonder what all came from Willow. Or, like, what happened in Willow. Came through here, right? Yeah. I got turned around for a split second there. Alright, I guess we're going down the elevator. Good. I'm glad you had a good, relaxing shower after a long day.
Both prime candidates. Experiments.
It wouldn't be you if what you said didn't sound bad out of context. And it wouldn't be Shadow if he didn't twist it out of context. Were socks involved? I feel like you missed a very great opportunity there, Nightingale. That socks weren't involved. Hey, hidden location discovered. Very dark in here. Typewritten page supplement. The page was discovered in an instance of the Ocean View Motel and Casino that was linked to the investigation sector. The page had been pushed into the motel's corridor from under the door with the symbol of a spiral. Redacted. Text transcribed from the item. For 10 years, I've tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they are all the same. It's a hideous trap, my every thought made real. Fear, desire. Can I ever know for sure I've escaped, not just lost in my own fantasy of it? That thought alone can drive you mad. The identifiable words in the scratched out portion. Falls, Bright Falls. Haunting, Wake, Alan Wake. Light switch, Ocean, Too late. And the final sentence, you've been warned. This is 100%. Okay, I thought Ocean View sounded familiar. I'm pretty sure that is also something from Alan Wake. And he, of course, had a typewriter or something of that sort. That may have been the AWE, I think. Or the altered item. Or object of power. And he 100% totally, clearly is alive. And that was added to it. But I mean, don't your feet ever get cold while you're taking a shower? That's why you wear socks when you shower. So that way your feet don't get cold. You miss cold? What do you mean you miss cold? Take off your socks then. Wow, this is attached to the New York City subway?
We're going back home. Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away.
I mean, we're going back home. If your feet get cold from showering, then either you are temperature numb in your feet or you need to turn up the shower temperature. What if I'm just so tall that the water's cold by the time it gets to my feet? Have you ever thought about that? You got into your car today at work and it was 97 degrees inside it. Admittedly, your car was sitting in the sun, but it's mid-January. I forgot. X's. Yeah, I bet you miss cold. I would miss cold too. Gotta get you guys some covered parking out there. Anything of note over here? No? Now that everything's disappeared? Oh, now I can actually see in here. Okay. Suck it up, Buttercup. I'm gonna put socks on. That's what I'm gonna do, Nightingale. That is exactly what I'm gonna do.
There's a control panel nearby.
Oh, snap. There's one of those things down here. He's gonna come for me. Bridge operator. Okay, that seems promising. It's wild that covered parking isn't just a standard here. Good space for solar, and people would love it. Win-win. Sure, it's expensive, but who cares? If only the world revolved around good ideas and not just money. Because I agree. Having stuff like covered parking in very sunny areas, yeah, that would be absolutely brilliant. But then the question is, who's gonna foot the bill? Who's gonna make it happen? Why would we pay for it? That's too much money. They can just leave their cars out. Bunch of dingle-dongs, I tell ya. Bigger blast radius. That's exactly what I need. Do I have another one of these? It's 15. What's my current one? 14? Okay, so that one's slightly better. I'll take that one. Do I have a better spin? That's 21. And this one's 21. Okay, so those are the same. You know, if people would stop caring about being millionaires, our world would be a much better place. Agreed.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks.
But I also kind of understand
Maybe there's a control panel
the desire to, like, collect. Like, you start collecting money and you're like, oh, I won't have to worry about a thing. But that being said, like, if I had $10 million to my name, I would be investing a lot of it into other things and improvements and, you know, to make more money. I probably wouldn't work anymore. And then extra money would just be spent on things that would be useful to make the world a better place, at least for me. Crazy thing is the solar essentially pays for itself, especially in just huge parking lots. Oh yeah, agreed, 100%. They would make a killing in Texas. But when in the past, like, 15 years, have you seen Texas make smart choices? At least more smart choices than dumb choices, I guess. Now I kind of understand the SpongeBob episode about Texas. Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teensy tiny little boxes? Me. That's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Effing gross.
We used to play there.
We had, I mean, I'm sure some good things have come out of Texas, but, like, let's be honest. There have definitely been some questionable...
Rotate. Something's blocking it.
Nailed it. There's literally a huge solar farm near your house. It's actually just off I-69. Nice.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Squish squash, my wet socks. As I sit in the shower, I am now at peace. A haiku. I love that haiku. Thank you, Shadow. You should share that. Sterling, ordinary dump site. Wait. Oh, no, I meant to go this way. Okay. Took you a while to get the last line. Now, I'm at peace. Switch that up before I blow my own face open again. I feel like I should be fighting something here. There it is. So anyway, Bout should be fighting something soon. Burn it in the fire? The haiku, along with all the wet socks? I mean, they're wet. They're not gonna burn. They might put the fire out. Are you just trying to be a good guy and, you know, put out fires? That's very kind of you. See, wet socks are so useful, Nightingale. Even you're using them. What a good guy. Aren't we glad Artie has bestowed upon us the knowledge of showering with your socks on and wet socks? I'm sorry, how do you expect me to get in there? Am I gonna get, like, teleportation or something at some point? It's the second place I've seen with stuff that I can't access for some reason. Drill, the water will evaporate and the socks will burn. Not before it puts out the fire. You got so used to drawing Astra that drawing Harbor feels weird and out of place. How long did you spend drawing Astra? Nice. Eight hours? It's a good bit of time. You'll just add more fuel? You're just gonna make the socks even more wet. What are you talking about? Like gasoline or something? Where'd that other one go? Ding. Ordinary AWE. Okay. But Boy Scout water does a good job. Isn't that just pee? Making them more wet with Boy Scout water just helps your plan of the socks being wet as they burn. God, I love this ability. Throw truly is the best ability. P is tree nutrients. Boy Scout water is lighter fluid. I thought as a Boy Scout you should be able to light anything without a propellant like that. Are you a boy? Well, yeah, you are a Boy Scout. I forgot you were doing your Eagle Scout thing. I guess you would know. Okay. Lighter fluid is Boy Scout water. Okay. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Redacted, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the redacted AWE. See case file redacted for details and is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought here through the New York subway tunnel. Special access redacted. For more information on tunnel redacted and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and redacted. See file 4-12-4521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for redacted, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Lighting a fire and playing with lighter fluid are two different things. I mean, that's fair. Hey, Smiler, how are you doing? It's good to see you again. A suburb of Cincinnati? Maybe. Maybe that's what it was saying, was a suburb of Cincinnati. That sentence just felt wrong with that redacted, because it says a town of something Cincinnati, and Cincinnati's not a state. Guys, Ohio is now just a city. We're saved. I don't know what your plan was, buddy. Ordinary AWE Stage 1.A dump witness testimonies. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. Dylan Faden, interview 2002. The house was empty. What? Lauren just got home and walked in and is just giggling to herself. I'm trying to figure out what she's listening to because she's just standing in the doorway laughing. You gonna show it to me? Oh, she's not gonna show it while I'm streaming. What is it? Amazing GoPro angle sniff. Chat says hi, by the way. Oh my god. Hi, Salad. Lauren has secrets if I have the coin. Oh, I've got the coin. Don't you worry. Thank you for the resub, buddy. Welcome back for your 14th adventure. What was that shared on? Can you put that in Discord for people who might want to see it? Thank you. Thank you. Salad. Oh my god. The house was empty, no one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Jester's Court, or whatever. Jesse Faden therapy session, 2010. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Hosenberg, missing. It was mean, he had asthma. Tom, likely Tom Barlow, missing, and his gang Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo, no one by this name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Dylan Faden. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation house. You woke up from a big nap like an hour ago? You're not gonna be sleeping tonight, are you, buddy? Interesting. Chat said hi, by the way. She said ha! Not hi. Ha! Oh, you are? You're pretty tired? Did you have a big day? What happened? Koopa run you ragged? Some of you were able to escape Ohio? I didn't think there was any escape on Ohio.
Thank you for staying with us. Here's our first caller. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen. If who found out, brother? The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident. But this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary. This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller. No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. That's bullshit. Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show. I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there. So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, with the phrase, there is no salvation written anywhere? I'm not sure. The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan. Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying! Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. Good time. It's time for a short break.
If you make the attempt early enough in life, it can be successful. You know, one of my friends joined the military, so I think he made it early enough in life because he got out of there and he never wants to go back. Just a work day in the snow and snowshoeing around. I've never snowshoed. What's that like, Salad? Do you feel like an elf walking on top of the snow? An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, the slide projector ID OOP-15, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, see P6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, see P7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. So wait, 2002... Okay, so she's a little bit older than me. Sure. Dad tax. Not at all. It's not like walking around like an elf. What is it like then? A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews redacted and prime candidate files redacted.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power, with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Did he say control? I missed that. Imagine walking with slightly wider gait, which puts some stress on the hips. It's clunky and heavy, depending on the snowshoes. Definitely an important tool and way better than walking knee-deep or more in the snow. I guess that's fair. But you are, like, on top of the snow, right?
Curious correlation with the yet...
Ordinary AWE Stage 4.A Town Proper Witness Testimonies. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Extrapolated information. Additional slide designation hand, SID-36, is verified in Bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Dog Neil, EID 19930. I love Dog Neil. I want Dog Neil. I want to get, like, art done of Dog Neil. You dig in a little bit, depending on the snow's consistency, but you kind of press the snow down while walking. Interesting. So there's not as much, like, knee-deep, but you're still kind of waddling and high-stepping it.
Knowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So, clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it.
Heat projector! That was it? That was really easy. Getting so much lore today, I love it. Exactly, but this is really depending on your snowshoes, weight, type of snow, etc. Interesting. BRB must enact the evacuation protocol? Are you going to the bathroom? Is that what the evacuation protocol is, Shadow? Wow, you just made going to the bathroom sound terrifying and kind of cool. Shadow straight dumping. Yup. That was all on stream. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The Not mother lived there with her. Or with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation not mother. EID 19928. Wait, chat. Nightingale, what do you mean that makes our DMs much worse because you thought it was something else? What DMs?
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn.
What are you and
The
Shadow
questions
DMing
asked
about?
here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
Mm-hmm. What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil.
Dog Neil!
And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
Dang. So snowshoeing for fun with some quality plastic polymer shoes with just your body weight with friends is a great time, but when you weigh over 300 pounds with some gear on, you need big, wide, and sometimes heavy snowshoes, and that's not really fun. Guess that's fair. I gotta kill enemies in charge mode. But Ingle, what if I do want answers to those questions? And you're talking about trips to Florida. Why? What's in Florida? Ordinary AWE Stage 1.B Dump Witness Testimonies. The second slide we called the Meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. She said the name of the game. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. And he and his goons took it. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation Meadow. I walked down a path you dare not follow. I've walked down plenty of paths others dare not follow, and that's okay with me. Disneyland, rides, coastline, extreme humidity, a few of your friends. Oh, I see, I gotcha. It's a very specific thing to be talking about. I don't know. I'm just suspicious. I feel like they talk about more than that. I'm on to you. I'm on to you and your secrets. We went in and met Polaris, like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn, the world fading in for the first time. Familiar, but somehow different. Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the knot mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All of them except Hand. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Polaris, EID 19929. Totally not anything else?
Let's see what they have on Ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
They have a scale replica. It's been a while since I've really done an interview, and I usually do long sleeve shirts, but I'm trying to think of what would be appropriate for lady interview. Your favorite part of the game is when you said it's controlling time and then I controlled all over the place. That's my favorite part of the game too. I love controlling all over the place. Can't wait for the Control-a-see memes. No thank you. Contrissy? Please stop. Depends on the job you're applying for. Lauren has an interview for an accounting position. Is that just a shadow at the center? What do you have that's fancy? You don't have anything fancy? Like a blouse and slacks? Oh, that's right, it is virtual. She just needs a top. It's kind of cute. Think so. Button down with slacks and a nice jacket is what Salad says. Well, fortunately, she does not have to wear slacks because it is virtual. You could wear one of your dresses. What about with like a shawl or something? Tom and the others had gotten worse, scarier. The math teacher, Mrs. Chester, tried to make them listen and they pushed over a piano on her, broke her legs. Then Tom bashed her head in. Bye-bye, Mrs. Chester. I always liked her. I liked math. Oh yeah, I think that one would be good too. Sure. I don't know if they'd see your belt, but sure. Look, the curtain is wide open. The play is being performed for you on stage. It is up to you to interpret what the meaning is of the show. Salad says, wear the belt. That was the tipping point. It was Lord of the Flies level bad. The grown-ups realized something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the Not Mother would make them all go away. They enacted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Mom and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump, about everything. I remember wanting them gone, like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I? I don't know. Disappearance of majority of Ordinary's population confirmed to result from slide projector related AWE. Belts give you +1 confidence. You do like math, Nightingale. You do like math. But the math's not adding up here, buddy. I keep forgetting that I have to use that service weapon.
In the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Why did I just hear what sounded like children crying? I am not a fan. Look, math isn't about adding. Sometimes you have to subtract, multiply, divide, square root, take the inverse, etc. I mean, technically, isn't math all about adding? Sometimes you add positive numbers, sometimes you add negative numbers.
They say when you visit your childhood home, everything feels small. Like a miniature, not real. They got that right.
Welcome back, Shadow. Sometimes you add multiples of numbers. Sometimes you subtract, or you add negative values of multiples of numbers. It's all technically just addition. Not a fan? Nope. Control is a game you play with friends and not by yourself at night. By yourself. Wait. What? Have you had terrible experiences? It's just creepy AF. I'm loving it. Then again, I've never been easily scared by things, so I guess I am a little bit of an odd duck. Nightingale deserves to do all the math. He is a good boy. You did not expect that to become a topic while you were gone? What, math? Me either.
You mentioned
I never
a
expect the
poem
math.
last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No. No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused.
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly. They took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
Is she in a mental institution? Psychiatric hospital? Curiouser and curiouser as stuff unfolds. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden. See interviews redacted and redacted for relevant information, and the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example, Dylan Faden claims there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse Faden mentioned 9 slides. The Bureau found 1 intact slide, designation 36, and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Notes: Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the Ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. And this is where we loop back to the beginning of the start of the game. Yeah, we're getting close to the start, that's for sure. Yeah, I noticed the save icon is going again. I'm hoping that I'll be able to find a save point soon. Ordinary dump.
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Federal Bureau of Control notice: by order of Dr. Darling, all work in the Ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the redacted department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in slide projectors found in the area, should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Is that everything? Oh god, I love this gun.
We should check that lab.
Alright, search Dr. Darling's lab for the slide projector. Can do. I don't think we've actually been to Darling's lab yet, have we? Kind of want to go back to your town's arcade again. Want to set some records on Pinball and Guitar Hero Arcade? Dude, do it. Why not? Album cover. Old Gods of Asgard, Rebirth, Greatest Hits. I was 9 or something when I found my dad's Old Gods album. I became a huge fan instantly. So much lore. Globe supplement. The item was found in the penthouse suite at Redacted, Toronto, belonging to David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. See case 13-HQ-37. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including Redacted. And this item, Mr. Wolf, was arrested. Article from the Toronto Daily. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati. But it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. Well, do it Saturday then, Nightingale. Have a good night, Ingle. I look forward to reading all about this card game that you've got going. Woo, Canada. But Toronto. North US? No. Canada is Canada. Canada is on the other side of the north coast from the US, though. Don't test us. I mean, it's true. Those Canadians can be real sneaky, eh? So the US is South Canada? No. The US is its own thing. Have a good night, Eternal. Thanks for hanging out, dude.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
The face of the enemy. New mission. Finish tango. Who am I tangoing with? Want to make sure I'm not missing any articles or anything. Hey, is this the same fridge? It's definitely the same model. I love that they reused it. Okay, so what is this then? One of these days I'd like to visit Canada. Containment chamber A2. Oh! I wonder if I can ever go over to Sterling Avenue in A1. But we have come full circle. So let's see if I can fast travel somewhere without losing any progress. And then I think this is a good point to end stream on, and we will continue tomorrow. That's true, you are pretty close. But Salad told me I'm not allowed to visit anyone until I meet him first. Get crushed, boy. If I come visit y'all, Drillian, then you have to come visit? Wait, what do you mean? Like, if you go visit Shadow, then I have to come visit? Is that what you're saying? Make sure I can teleport around and hopefully save properly before I leave this area. Oh, if you visit me, then they have to come visit. Okay, so I've teleported twice. And the next place I need to go is... we'll go to the Ritual Division. This will probably crash the game, but we'll see if it works. Okay, this is the crash, I think. Oh, it was because you wanted to spite Ziggy. I gotcha. I mean, I genuinely would love to come visit Canada. I'd love to see what it's like. I hear it's a beautiful place. I've got a bunch of friends that are up there, which would be cool to see them all. I'll still be close to the border if I move, so there's always that. I hear, is it Victoria that's right above me? No, Vancouver, the other V. I hear Vancouver is really pretty. Same with the island. So I'd love to visit those two places at some point. Well, it really did reset me a lot. Is Victoria also north of me? That's good to know. I think it reset me. Did it not reset me? It says search for the slide projector in the containment/dump area.
You mentioned a poem.
Okay, so it did reset me. But we've listened to all that. It just didn't reset me too far. More like northwest? Okay, then I am thinking of the right thing. I thought it was pretty close to me. I've heard it's very pretty out there.
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York.
It's on the southern tip of Vancouver Island. Okay, good to know.
Pretty unbelievable.
Who's got the shotgun? You got the shotgun. I feel like a bomber plane. Okay. Oh, there's still more? Oh, yep, there he is. Alright. Nailed it. I feel like there's something else that I'm missing. That I had found in here. I don't remember now. It's like when the icon is going, it doesn't record anything after that. Yeah, I've noticed. That seems to be how it works. I wonder why it gets stuck like that. Really weird bug. But last time it seemed to get stuck like that, but was fine. Do I have to sit through this? Okay.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that you've been to the
Dimensional
West
research
Coast
and
a few
research
times,
sector.
Nightingale.
Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be
Canada is mostly country. That explains why the majority of Canadians live in, like, Toronto and Ontario, right?
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Okay. Finish Tango. We got that going. Let's see if there's anything else that I missed, because I think I looked around, but want to make sure. There's this box. There was a new hotline message? Was there? You have heard wrong / fake news. The board is A-OK / intact. The rebel faction / dissent is former / fired. The crisis / purge is over. This is not a matter / worry for you. You can hang up now, please. Interesting.
Dylan's a lost cause.
Where did I get this?
I know, I struggled to see this. But we've contained him now. I wish I had sided with Marshall. Back when it's just one person. So many dead. I thought his youth was an asset. Just too much too soon.
Yeah, poor dude be like, everything's fine, don't worry about it. I feel like now I should be worrying.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Okay, so that's what that was. Read that one. Yep, read that one. Wolf Globe, read that one. Album cover. Okay, so caught up on all those. And then this... Okay, this is the other one. So, if I board countermeasures, collect that. Research sector, no. I don't really care about jukebox tokens right now. Spin mode? Sure, I can do spin mode. Stop giving me sectors. Whatever, fine. I'll take a jukebox token. Yeah, Science Man is darling. No, you're good, but yeah, no, that's Dr. Darling. All right, we'll spend 2 to get that 15 energy, max that out. We've got 3 maxed trees, and then I'm gonna get levitation duration because I really like to levitate, and I want to get that unlocked at some point. Also, maybe ground pound because that seems really. Okay, and then our next location is going to be in research. So I think we need to go to the ritual division, and that should be where we pick up tomorrow. Okay. And do we have any other missions that we have to do aside from the board countermeasures? Oh, we gotta locate the mirror in Synchronicity. Hold on, I'm gonna set myself up for that. That way I don't forget about doing the mirror in Synchronicity. Hey, look, I've already set myself up. Fantastic, fantastic. All right, guys. So this is where I'm going to end for the night then. And I, as always, am going to raid out to one of my dear friends. We're going to go say hi to Ziggy. She's playing some Valorant, but she has been sick with COVID and is finally able to get back to playing games and streaming. So I want to go and give her some love. I appreciate you hanging out with us, Smiler. It is really good to see you again, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Take good care of yourself, as always, and we'll see you next time. And you know what? I'll just leave it at that. I will see you guys tomorrow for more Control. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, stay hydrated, and I'll see you on the next adventure. That's the wrong one to switch to. That's the right one to switch to. There we go.